Hi Stampers, welcome to week 7 of my series for the 12 weeks of Halloween 2019. So we're over halfway there, and I have this fun little card for us to do today. Let me show you what that looks like. It's a fun fold card. So when you open, you can see you've got this fun little flap. It's not a new design, but I really was excited about using this paper and color scheme for the layout. So let me give you, first of all, the measurements and the pieces of cardstock we'll need to do that. Again, my name is Brenda Hillard. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I have a website. It's called createwithbrenda.com. If you do not have a demonstrator, I would be honored to be your demonstrator, creative coach. Call me what you want. You can just call me anytime with questions. Here's the thing. The new holiday catalog started on September 4th. If you do not have your own copy of that, at my website on the top right hand corner, there's a link that you can press to request a catalog. Now please, if you have a demonstrator, ask your demonstrator. But if you're looking for a demonstrator, I am the person. So here we go with our cardstock measurements and demonstration video. The first thing you're going to need is a piece of pumpkin pie, measuring 11 inches by 4 1/4, scored at 2 1/4, and then again at 6 3/4. You're going to need designer series paper measuring 3 7/8 inch by 2 1/8 inch. You're going to need a piece of basic black, 2 1/4 by 4 inches. You're going to need a piece of DSP measuring 3 7/8 by 3 7/8 inch square. You'll need another piece of Whisper White measuring the 3 7/8 by 3 7/8 inch square. And then you're going to need 2 pieces of basic black measuring 4 by 4. You will need a scrap of basic black, 2 scraps actually, or 1 large, however you want, and then a piece of smoky slate scrap as well. So let's do our punching first. So is what we're going to do with a scrap of basic black is I'm going to punch 2 of the bats. This punch is from a little package of punches. There's 4 punches, and it's from the Every Season Punch Pack. Has the coordinating stamp set as well, but today I'm just using this little bat from that set. You will need a 2-inch circle punch and a 2 1/4 inch circle punch. From the 2-inch, we're going to punch 1 smoky slate, and we're going to punch 1 2 1/4 using the basic black scrap. And then the next thing that we need to punch is going to be our card base. But before we do that, I do want to score this. Like I said, with the long side or the 11-inch side at the top of your paper score, I'm going to do 2, I want 2 1/4 by 6 3/4. All right, so let's get rid of the scoreboard. And then we're just going to fold up our card base, and I'm going to use our bone folder to burnish our folds. All right, So now we're going to open it. And in order to figure out the placement for where we want to punch, is what I did is I just took a regular 3x3 Post-it note and punched the 2 1/4 inch circle, and then I folded it in half, which makes a template for me. I just lay that template right on the fold, kind of where I want it to be from the edges, and then I just simply took a pencil and did just a real light mark. So then when I take my 2 1/4 inch circle punch, I just line up the mark. And you do have to set it down because it takes a little bit of muscle to get through the 2 layers. But that's how we want it to look. All right. So next, we'll go back to our pieces of cardstock. And the first thing I'm going to do is take one of the 4x4 basic blacks with our 3 7/8 by 3 7/8 inch DSP. And I'm just going to add some snail and then center that on the mat. Adding more snail. I'm going to flip up the bottom half, and this gets centered on the bottom flap, okay? So now we're going to fold our top flap down, and we're going to take our 2 1/4 by 4 inch piece of basic black, and we're going to take the 3 7/8 by 2 1/8 DSP, add some snail, layer that on, and then this we're going to take, add snail, and we're going to layer that onto the top piece of our card. So now I can turn this over and again take the 2 1/4 inch punch, and we're just going to take out that piece of cardstock. So now we've got our top flap. So when this comes up, we can see where we're going to want to put these in. Okay, let's stamp these. So as what I chose to do was with the Memento Tuxedo Black, I took the Happy Halloween from the Wonderfully Wicked stamp set and tapped on my ink pad in full strength using Happy Halloween. Then I took the Smoky Slate, and this is just the tone on tone. Again, I used the Bat from the Wonderfully Wicked. Tone on tone Smoky Slate ink, Smoky Slate cardstock. And the Happy Halloween shows through really nice on there. So then we're going to add snail to the back of the stamped piece, and we're going to center that on the 2 1/4 inch basic black punch. Now when I add snail to this, I just want to make sure that I'm putting snail on the bottom half, because as you can see, that's all that's going to be sticking on the cardstock, so that when we open our card, it doesn't have the sticky on the back, okay? Then I'm going to take the glittered organdy ribbon, and I'm going to just kind of wrap this around. This organdy ribbon ties really nice bows, as I talked about with my little coffin treat boxes. To turn it here so I can get my bow straight. Oops, my nails are kind of long right now, so that makes it hard to do this too, but this organdy ribbon is starched, and it's got some good staying power. So there's our little bow. And then because this glitter is silver on here, I thought it lent itself well to adding a few of the basic rhinestones. If you don't have this, take your pick tool. It's really nice for grabbing the adhesive on these. So there's our little sparkle. And now for the inside, is what I did is I just fussy cut out one of the pictures from the DSP, the Monster Bash DSP. So I'll add some snail to the back of that. And I'm just going to put them right in here. And then for our sentiment, we're going to take this last piece of basic black 4x4. And we're going to take the Whisper White 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. And I'm just going to add some snail. And we'll center that on our, or just matte to the basic black. And then again with the Memento Tuxedo Black ink, I'm using the sentiment from the Spooktacular Bash. It says, "So glad we're such ghoul friends." And I'm just going to stamp that little sentiment right there. The font on this is really cool. And then those two little bats that we punched out earlier, I'm just going to use some of our mini dimensionals that fit perfectly on these. Take the backing off. And I'm just going to give them one little bat there. And then we have our little ghoul friends couple here, so I thought I'd have a bat kind of swarming by them. We'll add some snail to our sentiment, and then that fits right on the inside here. So there's our card. And I think it's adorable. I hope you do too. Like I said, this is week 7, so we've got a ways to go. Stay tuned. There will be lots more fun projects coming. If you have questions about any of the product or would like to order any of the product, remember, createwithbrenda.com, and I have a Shop Now button. Thank you. Have a good day.